One of the most fun kicks to do in kickboxing is the switch round kick. Let's go, switch round kick. I'm gonna give you a few pointers on how to make this kick excellent when you're working the bag. And it's just a lot of fun to do, the switching. Now, I see this done not necessarily wrong, but really strangely sometimes. And I just wanna give you some pointers and really what the purpose of the kick is, right? It's a deception move in the fight world. I wanna get the opponent not realizing what I'm doing with my lower body while I don't move my upper body and I actually throw the kick from a different angle, okay? So let me demonstrate it one time. The switch around kick actually hits with the lead leg. And instead of kicking with the back leg, I'm actually kicking with this one, and I'm gonna be able to switch my hips so that I have power. Watch my lower body. I'm gonna be able to switch and fire it. So it comes this way when most people think I'm gonna kick from this way. So it's a deception move. It's a little trickery there, and I'll teach you how to pull this off. Now, here's what I see when a lot of people try the switch round kick. They go here, and they go boom, and they kick. And it's not necessarily wrong, and it's fun to jump and spin around, feel like a ninja maybe, right? And it's great exercise. But is it technically sound in the kickboxing world? No, it's not, okay? Because listen, if I do this and jump, oh boy, my opponent's gonna have a heyday with that. They're gonna be like, whoa, this is easy, and knock me out, right? So you don't want your feet to leave you don't want both feet to leave the ground. That's just a simple rule. You do not want both feet to leave the ground at the same time. One foot leaves, I kick, one foot left the ground, no problem, I'm okay. 2 feet leave, it's gonna be tough. So we don't wanna do that. Plus the turning leaves you open. Okay, I've seen great fighters start to turn to kick with the back leg, and guess what? Boom, they get hit right there, they're on their back because you're off balance. So you gotta be careful with the turning when you have someone striking at you with the turning and squaring up. You gotta get more sideways so you're a small, skinny target, okay? So what we don't wanna do is this jump. That's a telegraphic move. It's like if I'm punching and I rear back and go, here I come, you're saying, here it comes, right? I mean, it's telegraphing. You're telling the person what you're gonna do. My trainer used to say, no warning. Do not give him a warning. He would say, shoot it straight, no warning, right? So same thing with this move. Watch this. What I wanna do, here's my shoulder line. I'm going to switch my feet without moving my shoulder line. See, my shoulder line's still here. I did not turn it like this. Do you see the difference? So watch it again. I'm gonna switch my feet, and I did not turn because this is where people are probably watching. They're watching up here, they're watching right here maybe, the fighter, and that's what they're watching. If they see this shoulder turn, they know something's gonna happen. They know I'm turning around, switching sides. So I'm gonna make sure I do it really quick, and I do not turn my shoulders, okay? Last one. So your footwork, watch my feet here. I might come in and out like that. And I don't raise my head up and down because they see that level change. I try to keep my head steady, not switching my shoulders. So now I add the kick to the end. You see how I did that? Watch, here comes the switch. Boom. See, watch it again. Switch. They do not know. Right? So it might be here, boom. Boom. See the difference? See how fast that was? That was not a very big jump, turn, right? I do not move my head. I try not to turn my shoulders and hips, right? And it's like I'm unwinding a rubber band. It's good torque. Boom, see, I'm really ready. I've got a lot of twist here. Torque is twisting power, right? So here I am, boom, a lot of torque ready to go. Boom. So practice that next time. Now let me give you another pointer. Let's make it more deceptive. Let's distract him with a look up here, look up here. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know, you ever had someone say, hey, over here, they hit you, right? The most basic punch in martial arts, the most basic combination in martial arts was like back fist, punch the body. What that means is the person blocks, so their hand goes up, and then you got them low, right? Boxing, same thing. I jab high, their hands come up. What's open? Down here, right? So I'm using my hands to create an opening, right? So with the switch kick, I'm going to make it even more deceptive by jabbing up here too. Watch, as I switch, boom, I switch and jab. Now his hands are here, the opponent, and what's open is the round kick down here. See that? So watch, so now watch. I did it. So watch again. It comes so quick, the time they're up, the foot's there. And the faster I can get between my punch and the kick, the better. So watch again. I want to really get that speed between the punch and the kick as fast as I can. Now that takes some practice, okay? So start out without the jab, without the deceptive jab to blind them, right? So just start with stepping back, stepping over, right? Stepping back, stepping over, trying to keep my shoulders still. I do it toward you, watch now, here. Keeping my shoulder, I'm not twisting and squaring up. I'm not jumping. My head's not moving. Here, boom, bang. Then I can add the jab, bang, bang, right? And I'm also moving that direction. I'm traveling off that center line, right? A lot of good things happening here. Check out any kickboxing bout online and you'll probably see a switching round kick. Some people just pull their leg back to do it. Some people switch a little bit bigger with a step, but the key is not turning the shoulders, not telegraphing. So next time, jump in that ILKB workout. When they say roundhouse kick, try to make it a switch kick, which means you're actually gonna be kicking with the lead leg. You're just switching and getting some good twisting torque so you can torque it in there, and try that next time on your workout. Keep kicking, we'll see you soon.